Welcome to the final part of Blaster Master Zero 2. We got a tank. Huzzah.
We already had a tank.
But now we have another tank. 2 tanks is better than 1 tank.
Does it have all the same upgrades that we already had, or?
More or less. Not all of them, but some.
Oh, okay. I suppose that makes sense. Do we get the original tank back?
Not in this game.
Oh.
Well, this happened at the end of the last game, too, where our old tank blew up and we got a new tank.
Yeah. Yeah, this one can't hover, but it can double jump, which was an ability from the last game.
Oh, I see.
Not that you would ever use it, but...
Interesting.
Yeah, it basically... You can tell by, like, the notches on the SP that it basically plays like the first game's tank.
Interesting.
Yeah, because in the last game, like, you could only do your special attacks a certain number of times, and there's, like, a meter. So, but this tank isn't just an improvement over the last one, then.
No.
That kind of
really.
reminds me how in Devil May Cry 5, like, in the very last boss mission, you just get the Devil May Cry 4 Devilbringer back, and then, like, for the entire post-game, you can, like, regain all your DMC4 moves.
As Dante or as Nero?
As Nero.
Okay.
And you can use them, like, over top of the stuff that you gained for DMC5, so it's pretty awesome.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
Like, in Devil May Cry 4, you not only have the Devilbringer that can do all the grapple moves on everything, you also have you also have 3 levels of charge shot, right? But you lose the arm at the start of DMC5, so you also lose the charge shots. And you do get a robot arm that does the grapple throws, but that's an expendable item, so you don't always have it. But then at the end of the game, you just get the Devilbringer back. And like, for all your subsequent playthroughs, you have the Devilbringer and all the robot arms at the same time, and it's amazing.
Have you played with Virgil yet?
No, I haven't gotten around to playing with Virgil yet. Is he like he is in DMC4?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, I figured. I mean,
he does get a Dante boss fight at the end, so that's kind of neat.
wait, he gets to fight Dante in the story mode?
Yeah.
Interesting. Does he get to fight Nero?
No, I don't think so.
Lame.
So no, there's no alternate ending where Virgil wins.
Ah.
Oh, does Nero fight Virgil in DMC5?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, like, you get, like, you fight Virgil as Dante, and that's mission 19, and then mission 20 is immediately Nero bursts in, interrupts the thing, and fights Virgil instead.
The fuck?
The funny thing is, Dante's fight with Virgil, at least on normal mode, Dante's fight with Virgil is like the harder version of Virgil. He takes way more effort to kill. The idea is that by the time Nero gets to him, he's really worn down. But it's really satisfying from a story perspective.
Yeah, because now Nero is officially the main character.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say. It's a little weird that Nero's the one fighting Virgil, because Virgil and Dante are like rival brothers.
Well, that's the point.
Stuff.
That they're fighting to the death, and Nero stops them and says, "No, I'm not going to let you two kill each other." It's
But
like,
I mean,
this is ridiculous. Stop.
but like Virgil tries to like murder everyone and take over the world and crap, right?
It's more complicated than that.
Basically, Virgil's deal is that he's really self-loathing because he wasn't able to save his mother. So he takes all this self-loathing out on his human side and is basically trying to do everything he can to become a full demon.
Yeah, which is bad.
Yeah, it really is. But, like, you know, he's already died once for it.
More than once.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess if you count Nilo Angelo being blown the fuck up, he's died twice for it, hasn't he?
Yeah, basically.
But, like, Devil May Cry 5 story is all about his return, and like he hasn't.
It is weird because in terms of the games, it doesn't feel like he was gone that long. Because 3 happened, which was kind of the big story elements with him and Dante to start with. Then you had 4, and then we're just go to 5, and it's like, yeah, in terms of the years between the games, it was a lot, but just in terms of like the game's story, it's kind of like, okay.
Wasn't he in 4 though?
No.
Well, he was a playable character in the special editions later, but he's not like in the story or anything. It's just a playable.
So
character.
it was just like a non-canon
The only
side mode.
the only story significance that Virgil has in DMC4 Special Edition is a flashback scene that implies what we already kind of knew, in that he got some random woman pregnant and Nero was the result.
Wait, so Virgil's Nero's dad?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was officially confirmed in 5, but it was sort of confirmed before that in a novel version of.
It was one of those we
DMC4.
all it was one of those we all guessed it.
We all guessed it. It was always intended to be the case, but Devil May Cry 4's story was really half cooked because the entire game was half cooked, and we never got around to the big reveal.
So Dante is Nero's uncle.
Yes, that's why everyone calls DMC4 Dante Uncle Dante.
Oh, I've only ever seen people call him like Hobo Dante, because
I've
that's
never
like the
heard that
Capcom
one.
thing where they make all of their characters hobos after like 4 games or so, because there's Hobo Phoenix, Hobo Ryu, and Hobo Dante.
I think you might be thinking about Reboot Dante, who lives in a trailer.
No, it's the way that he looks with like the
scraggly beard, and
hair
he's
and
kinda-
the beard and the scruffle and whatnot. There's definitely like
Oh, you might be
comparisons with him in the Phoenix Wright.
You might be thinking of DMC5 Dante's look because
Yeah,
That is
that's
what
what he
I'm
was
thinking
talking
of.
about.
That's what I'm
yeah,
talking about.
yeah, I was talking about DMC4, but in DMC5 he starts out like with reasonably well cut hair, and just maybe a little bit of stubble, but mostly a clean shaven face. The reason he's got longer hair and stubble later is because he spends half the game unconscious, and his hair grew out during that time. So yeah.
So he was just taking a nap the whole time?
Well, he gets completely destroyed by the final boss in the first mission, so he kind of has to recover. He just sort of gets like blasted out of the tower and ends up unconscious somewhere, and the enemy doesn't find him. So
Conveniently, yes.
yeah. So so when you find him again later in the game, his hair and beard have kind of grown out.
Gross.
Yeah. And he doesn't get a chance to rectify that before he gets trapped in the demon world again. I can't wait to see him in Devil May Cry 6, where he's just like literally
He's got a Gandalf beard.
where he's literally Santa Claus.
Oh man. So, do you think they will make a DMC 6? Did 5 do well enough?
I would say
5
so.
did extremely well.
It did really well.
They will. It'll just be Nero's the main character from now on. I think they're kind of done with Dante.
I doubt Dante won't appear, but they
No, he'll appear. He just won't be the main character.
yeah. That's
Do people like Nero now enough for him to be the main character?
They liked him in 4. The problem was 4 was just really awkwardly paced.
The thing about Nero's initial lukewarm reception in 4 is that like it took DMC fans a bit of a while to catch on to where Nero's actual skill elements were. So he was initially mistaken as just being an all-around worse character than Dante. Like people wrote him off as the beginner character, the easy character. It wasn't really until like some months after release when it started to become more well known that he had these particular elements that took a lot of skill to master, and from that point on, people generally looked on him as being better than they saw him before. Devil May Cry 5 takes that same character and adds much more variety on top of it through the Devil Breaker arms, so it all just generally works out.
Hey, we have Max Life as our new tank. Awesome.
Froggy.
And if that weren't enough, they made Dante even better. Yeah, Froggy, you're okay.
So he does help. He helps us find Fred.
Jason.
No, he is Fred.
Jason.
Jason.
So yeah, we passed a very obvious cave area that was blocked off, but now won't be blocked off because we found Fred.
Gotta love that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like a lot of weird voice crack there. What the fuck? I do like a lot of the abilities that this new tank has, like the ice freezy thing. And I think that playing, like, not having the float and stuff like that does make it feel different enough to be, like, worth, like, playing, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, it's just the Eve sections on her own that are kind of aggravating because she's not good.
It went on a little bit long. It was like a 15-minute section, and it didn't really need to be, from what I could tell.
Well, it's a 15-minute section when I know what I'm doing. The first time you're going to die a lot.
Yeah.
Octa, baby. Okay.
Oh, here's that other boss we didn't fight in the boss rush.
Yeah. They were getting to it.
Man.
What does the little purple mud things do?
It hurts you, but if you purify them with Eve, you can go in it and it refills your SP automatically.
Okay.
So it's not like it's not useful, it's just not really needed, because obviously you can see I'm killing the little guys and they're dropping stuff, so...
Okay.
So how do you purify it?
You jump out with the tank and then just use her kitty attack.
Oh, okay. So...
It's a bit weird.
Giant bug. It's dead.
Yep, it's dead.
It exploded.
Yay.
It's dead, Jim.
When do we get to new content?
Now.
Cool.
So, I've watched enough of this that I'm actually kind of interested in playing these games for myself now.
Yeah, thankfully they're cheap.
Yeah, they're a good time sink, I think.
Yeah, for $10, they're not bad.
Hmm.
The only thing is just that I think they do get a bit tiring towards, like, the end. That's
don't
really
play
the
them
only thing about them.
Yeah, don't play them all in one sitting.
Yeah. But other than that, I think they do a really good job at being fun, sort of explory action games,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. I can certainly think of far worse games I would spend $10 on.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think that the DLC for the first game is really worth it. As cool as it is to play the game as Shantae or Shovel Knight, they don't play really any different at all. So
yeah.
I don't really think it's worth the money. Oh my god, that thing is terrifying.
Also, Jason stoned.
Oh no.
Jason. It could have just killed them, but hey.
If he's been turned to stone, how does he have vital signs?
Don't worry about it.
How am I supposed to not worry about it?
Just don't worry about it.
It's kind of an important question.
Don't think about it.
But I can't...
So is this the actual final boss?
Yes.
Okay.
It is kind of a cool turnaround. You spend this entire game essentially looking for a way to save Eve, and then the final level is you going through this whole gauntlet of challenges as Eve to save Jason.
Yeah, that is a cool, like, twist on the whole thing.
So, How's this final boss?
It's weird.
Weird how?
So you kind of, as Eve said, you kind of have to use its attacks against it, which is where this whole purification and like wind bind thing.
Huh.
Yeah. So basically, we'll kind of see it as it goes on. So like, you're obviously you're freezing those things, and you have to kind of bonk them back into it.
Huh.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Ow. It's a neat idea. It's just kind of awkward.
Then you can just chill in the water until it stops shooting lasers at you.
Yeah, basically.
Like, will it ever attack you so that it hits the water?
Not with the lasers, no. So yeah, we're killing it. It's just not a lot. I mean, you could just get the health bar down to 0.
Okay.
We need to build up the spirit bomb. Hey, we got our friends back.
Yay, because of the power of teamwork, I guess?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
She said the line, a long time no see.
See, he did help.
Right,
He told all these other people to help you, which is
Yeah,
just as
basically.
good as actually helping, right?
Totally.
I think what he did was that he told you that you had their marker items and that you could use those to get
No,
in
he
contact.
just said this guy named Liebitz came and tried to help us.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. But yeah, the game goes very heavy-handed on all the time we spent helping our friends. Now they've come to help us. Yeah, you can see the boss is regaining health, so we can't actually kill it with this. It's more just stunning it, so we can build up time to do our charge. So we need to do a bit more damage to that for that to happen.
Oh, I see. You take its health down to a certain amount and it will be temporarily immobilized.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
Thankfully, the second phase gives you a lot more of the bubble things to work with.
That's definitely a good thing.
Okay, are we there yet? Yep, here we go. It's done. Are you ready for, like, one of the most anime things ever?
How
Super-
anime is most anime things ever.
This is extremely anime.
Oh, I just noticed that one of them is a rabbit.
Yeah. That's Flower Girl.
Yep.
Give me your energy. We don't care if it destroys the tank.
Because
They will live on in our kokoro.
Ah, boy.
And hold on, let me guess. This is going to magically fix Eve, too.
Jason, yes.
No, I also meant Eve.
Oh, yeah, it will.
Oh. Are you actually doing anything right now, or are you just mashing the A button?
Mashing A.
Cool. Oh, this is
So anime.
this is extremely okay. You see, it goes to show that I thought that was actually part of the game.
It's time for an all-out attack.
And Jason's okay.
Yay, we won with friendship.
Also, hey, bringing back the title / credits music from the first game.
Yeah, because it shows that he's like
He's back.
back to normal and shit.
But we did it. We saved the universe.
Just with lasers, I guess.
Oh, one last fight. power of friendship and love and stuff.
Also a big tank.
Yes.
I do like that you do get a real final boss with the actual tank, though. Like, your normal tank, I should say.
Yeah.
And how hard is this fight? Because it looked like the other fight wasn't really even all that hard.
This isn't super hard. It's more about keeping your distance from him because, you're a tank with a gun. A lot of his attacks are big area of effect things.
Okay. The animation on him is really cool, though, too.
Yeah. I mean, it's integrated, so their animation work is always spot on.
Yeah. I feel like boss fights, though, is where they really shine because they just really go all out for those sorts of things.
Yeah. Just die.
He's just kind of stood there for a bit while you shot him.
Well, because he did the super long combo attack screen nuke thing that did a lot of damage. This thing again, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, health.
Oh boy.
I'm surprised that they drop health for you in this. Oh, it fell into the floor.
Yeah. No, just die. Okay, he's dead.
Yay.
And I won with 1 health left. Nice.
Always the best feeling.
Yep. We did it. We saved the universe.
Oh, see, look, she's got happy sprite because of her thing is gone.
Yep.
And this is where, like, her parents are. And...
What?
He's laughing at the tails you edited into the corner.
Oh, right. I forgot I did that.
Well,
I completely forgot I did that.
Wait, did she have 2 different colored eyes before?
I think it's more due to the mutant thing.
Okay.
oh,
Yeah, she's cured now. Huzzah.
so we spent this whole game trying to cure her, and it just sort of randomly happened.
Yeah,
the
because
idea
we
is
put the energy into the
big cannon thing.
cannon of light and friends.
So we spent this entire game trying to cure her mutant stuff. And in the end, she just sort of accidentally cured it herself while trying to save you.
Aww.
Did you even have a plan, Jason?
No, the plan was to go to Planet Sophia, where Eve and the tank came from, and see if they could fix her.
But they never actually got to that, did they?
Well, the plan is they finally found it now, but they don't need to at this moment.
Don't they want to say hi to the parents, though?
They're going to, yeah. Oh, just say the words already. You landed on the cliffhanger last game. You're going to do it again now.
I love chicken parm.
Okay.
I'll keep that in mind.
Anime just can't ever have people say that.
Well, because that means if they for sure totally defeat the final boss completely, and then have the leads get together, that means that you can't make a sequel.
No, you can just have them, like, continue the story, but have them be dating now.
You could, but eh.
There are precious few stories that actually like continue the romance past the point of a committed relationship and actually explore what that's like. I've seen it done effectively a few times, but not in anime.
It's more commonly done in josei or seinen manga than shonen and shoujo.
Mm.
Well, that makes sense because the audience is
Older.
yeah.
Yeah, amusingly, like the only anime I can think of that has attempted it is Sword Art Online, and that's obviously not a good example.
As far as like more shonen stuff, yes, there's stuff like Love is Hard for Otaku, which is entirely about the whole being a couple thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, there are obviously exceptions, But it seems like territory that the vast majority of pop culture creators don't want to explore because I don't know.
Well,
I guess they just think it's less likely to gain an audience. I don't know.
it's also as far as like the Japanese anime stuff goes, it's kind of if they're in a committed relationship and for sure get with the guy during the course of the series, that means they're for their fanboys and stuff, they're unavailable, quote unquote.
Oh yeah, because there's some sort of weird stuff going on where like the audience, a lot of the times it's like, oh, if you're dating someone as like an idol singer or whatever, it's just like, oh, your fans won't like you as much because you're not like available to be dated like as a it's
It's
strange.
a fantasy thing. Yeah, it's kind of gross. Also integrates flexing their muscles.
What?
Animation muscles.
Her shirt is flexing its muscles, I guess.
No, Inti Creates is flexing its animation muscles.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Look at all the hair we can animate, man.
Well, they also animated her shirt sleeve. That's something.
Hi, Vegeta.
Uh-oh. Is he gonna attack Earth?
Actually, quite the opposite.
Oh no.
So Earth's trying to get Jason back because mutants are attacking.
Uh-oh.
So, in Jason's stead, Roddy here is going to save the day.
Okay. All right. Then, sure. Whatever. God. I hate the Vegeta character in every anime so much. Like, you have no idea.
Yeah, I kind of also do. At this age, it just isn't cool anymore.
You really need to do something unique with them for them to kind of serve a purpose other than just to be a stereotype. But hey, that's just kind of how things are. So that was Blaster Master 02. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next playthrough.